Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to tell you that this is an exceptional moment for me because all my professional life I've been responsible for telecommunications, but as a regulator, as a technological or technical specialist. When I returned to the Office for Electronic Communications last year, I saw a completely different area of activity. We call it CSR, but in fact, it is the whole social event area and the area related to all kinds of campaigns we need to pursue because there is a demand for them on the market. There is a demand among consumers, and this is shown both by consumer research. I will now refer to what you said. It is true that it is the children decide what is money spent on in the households. We analyzed that in 2012. Now, we do not only research the parents, but also the children aged 13 to 15, because it is them who determine the trends, and the trends go different ways. On a personal note, my daughter is 8 years old, and she came to me and she asked for a smartphone several weeks ago. A few years ago, she told me she wanted to have her nails painted, and then I asked my wife to take care of it. But in this case, I decided I would take that responsibility over, not only as a regulator, but also due to the ambitions share in the family. So I thought, okay, your dad is going to help you in that difficult decision process. And I was lucky in my heart, but also I had lots of fears in my mind because I knew how many complaints there were, how many problems there were we had to tackle in the consumer policy department on a daily basis. I know what a lack of awareness there is among parents. By June, we have trained more than 20,000 children on different threads online. I think we will have trained 40,000 by the end of the year, but we had subscriptions by the end of the year, already in June. So we saw the tremendous demand there is at schools for educational actions. It's not only about organizing a short, easily available lecture for children. It's also about making parents aware. As a state administration, we very often have to tackle problems at the government or ministerial level. There are many discussions on how content that is available online to the youngest should be monitored. It is no secret that we very often have a problem on determining what is allowed and what is not in terms of content, where the borderline between erotic content and pornographic content lies. It's difficult for children to determine that themselves. Educational processes, therefore, should be aimed not only at children, but also at their parents. That is why we place such a big focus on encouraging the children by showing the materials to the parents after they come back from their coding or gaming session at the Office for Electronic Communications. I'm very happy you form part of the mainstream, because it is a mainstream that is prevailing in the EU. There are no rigid actions that have been put down as guidelines or other documents that are the basis for regulatory or ministerial actions. But this is the true value added. If we leave the whole law aside, it is extremely valuable. It's something we do it for ourselves, not for any KPIs. We do it for ourselves as the society and for our own children. Today, I've come to you not only to open the conference, that is the privilege that my office provides me with, but I'd also like to stay with you for a while and to listen to what you're going to be saying. Both as a person that participates in the decision-making process in the telecom sector, but also as a parent to learn something more, something new, together with my colleagues Magda and Łukasz, who are going to present our content and what we'd like to continue doing in the office. We'd also like to listen to you, because there is the whole prospect of cooperation and starting all kinds of relations, also in the lobbies, which is extremely valuable and precious in terms of taking further decisions and running further projects in the state administration, but also in business. Thank you very much, and I wish that we all leave this conference with great satisfaction. Thank you very much.